So, Survivor Series is taking place this Sunday, and the card is easily the strongest yet most pointless one of the year, which has sadly become a common thing each year for November. So let's get through this quickly. These are my predictions for the 6 announced matches. Let's start with United States Champion Bobby Lashley taking on Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn in the rematch no one asked for. Sami has done a great job putting over the belt ever since regaining it at Clash of Champions, all while Lashley is still killing it as part of the Hurt Business in the best run of his WWE career. So hopefully that means their encounter will be much better than the original one they had back in 2018. As for the winner, as much as I'd love to see Sami win, Lashley is way too protected to lose a singles match, so he's my pick. Then we have Raw Tag Team Champions The New Day facing SmackDown Tag Team Champions The Street Profits in one of the few dream tag team matches left to do in WWE, which I wish they saved for a much more special occasion, instead of doing it for the sake of brand supremacy. Anyway, the only story going into the match is the Profits asking Big E for tips to face The New Day, with him laughing maniacally every single time. So I say the Profits will pick up the win in order to prove Big E wrong, and because The New Day doesn't really need to win. Following that, Raw Women's Champion Asuka takes on SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks in a match we are all well aware of how good it can be, since this is the 5th meeting between these two this July. Anyway, WWE hasn't done much with Asuka ever since her feud against the Golden Role Models ended, and since Sasha just won the belt at Hell in a Cell, she could use a win to maintain her momentum, and to have a marquee victory that makes up for all the losses she suffered over the summer. So I'm expecting Sasha to come out victorious. After that, there's the Women's Survivor Series Elimination Match, with Team Raw consisting of Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, Lana, Peyton, Royce, and Lacey Evans, against Team SmackDown consisting of Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and as of this recording, 2 yet to be confirmed members, which I'll assume will be Bayley and Natalia. The only story going into this match has been the beef between Lana and Nia, with Nia putting Lana through a table every single week for the past 2 months. And since there isn't any real story going on SmackDown, I'm basing my pick solely on the Raw side of things. And the most logical ending to the Lana storyline has got to be her somehow managing to win the match as the sole survivor. Next, we have the Men's Survivor Series Elimination Match, with Team Raw consisting of AJ Styles, Keith Lee, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Riddle, against Team SmackDown consisting of Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, King Corbin, and as of this recording, a yet to be determined member, which I'll assume will be Lars Sullivan. On one hand, the biggest story going into the pay-per-view has been the constant arguing within Team Raw, to the point they even lost to Retribution. On the other hand, there hasn't been much of a story on SmackDown, with the focus being mostly on Jay's rise as a single star, with victories over Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens, as well as a competitive bout with Drew McIntyre. So, since I see no reason for Team Raw to stop imploding come Sunday, I'm picking Team SmackDown to win, with Jay likely being a survivor. And finally, WWE Champion Drew McIntyre clashes with Universal Champion Roman Reigns in a last-minute change to the card. However, Randy vs Roman wasn't the most exciting match on paper, so I'm perfectly okay with having Drew take Randy's place. Anyway, this WrestleMania rematch is quite easily the most anticipated match on the card, based on how strong both men have been booked over the past few months. As for the story, they had a confrontation on last week's SmackDown, Drew defeated Jay in the main event, and that's all we've got. So, since it's way too soon to have Roman lose, I'm picking him to win, with SmackDown winning the whole brand supremacy nonsense for the first time ever. And yes, I think The Miz will cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and will win the WWE title after the match, exactly a decade since his last title win. Do you agree with my choices? Leave a comment down below with your predictions for Survivor Series. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter @TommyWrestling for any update. That's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, see ya!